Hello, welcome to More Fun Making It. In this episode, I'm actually going to be making something useful, something cheap. Recently, I bought my ultimate Amiga. No, not that one. No, not that one either. The Pi 400, whose design is inspired by one of my favourite microcomputers, the Commodore Amiga. Coupled with an SD card crammed with all the Amiga stuff I could ever want and more besides. The Pi 400 is an amazing Amiga emulator, capable of providing me with a nostalgia buzz I often crave. But one thing has been missing. This. Or this. Or maybe this. Or this one. Not this one. And no, not this one either. We'll talk about why later. This one is called a Zipstick and was my weapon of choice back in the day. Plugging it into a real Amiga or most of the other popular computers of the 80s and early 90s is a simple exercise. But for reasons I can't begin to understand, modern computers have a distinct lack of joystick ports. I know, what's that all about? The simple solution is to attach something more modern and use that. Here's a wired Xbox 360 pad which has served me well over the years. Almost retro itself. But I find playing Amiga games with a pad all different types of wrong. Some games are easier with a pad, and that's wrong. Some games are harder with a pad, and that's also wrong. See? Just wrong. So, how can I attach a 9-pin joystick to my modern computer and enjoy its clicky micro switch goodness? Simple, with a converter. Here's one from the excellent monsterjoysticks.com, link in the description. And it's cheap too, even with a case. But can we do better? Well, no, not really. If you need a joystick to USB adapter and you want a really good one that's reliable, full of extra features, and built for the task, then buy the Monster Joystick one. Honestly, it's better in every way. But if you happen to have a Raspberry Pi Pico laying around, a spare 9-pin D-sub port, a handy 3D printer, and an insatiable itch to do it yourself, well, then why not make your own? Almost as good, but not in any actual way as good as the MonsterJoystick.com one converter. TM. First, read this guide on Instructables. Take your 3D printed case, your Raspberry Pi Pico, your D-sub connector and fashion them together something like this. The Instructables instructions are easy enough to follow, with the only real gotcha being a mistake in the pinouts for the DB9 connector. I managed to solder two connectors the wrong way round. Programming the Pico is fairly straightforward. The only thing that briefly tripped me up here was using a cable that wasn't able to transfer data, and then finding a USB port the Pico was happy talking to. Once those were sorted, it was just a case of copying the code from the Instructables page into the Arduino IDE and pressing program. And that's just about it. If it all went as planned, you should now have a working joystick converter. I quite like my one, but I think I'll be buying the Monster Joystick one at some point. For one thing, the Pico occasionally isn't recognised by the Pi 400 running as an Amiga, requiring multiple reconnections before it finally works. No idea why. The other thing is that the Monster Joystick converter supports lots of different types of pads, including one of my favourites, a period correct, if not machine correct, Mega Drive pad. I hope you found this useful, if only to learn that the Monster Joystick converter is a really good deal and you should buy it. This is not sponsored.
Right. Oh.
Anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.